Hello, what's up, guys? Is it laggy? How is the stream? It's very early in the morning still. What's up, guys? Can you all hear me? Is it laggy? I have no idea. What's up, people? Long Island. What's up, Will G? Hey, can you guys? Is the stream okay? Oh, what's up, Robertson? Robert. All good? Okay. It's really early in the morning. Here in Malaysia. Managed to get a little bit of a solid internet connection going on at the moment. I hope that it doesn't screw up because the usually the Wi-Fi isn't too good here. This is my wife's hometown. Yeah, I'm basically in my wife's place. Is in my wife's hometown. See, right? So yeah. So the whole market. Hey, what's up, James? How are you doing, brother? Ali, what's up? Justin, we just arrived yesterday, and we're just chilling. Like really, we're just chilling. We're not, planning to do anything. Icon is gonna explode. Nice, man. Yeah, I mean, not surprising, right? It is just like the whole. I mean, the whole market is hyped up. Good day, Multiman. What's up, John? What's up, people? Closer to JB, man. Nowhere near Kuala Lumpur. But it's a 45-minute drive from. I mean, it's about 2 hour drive or 1.5 hour drive from here to Kuala Lumpur anyway. So yeah, the market is very very hot at the moment. Managed to buy some Ethereum at $700 yesterday. Of course, I communicated that in the Telegram chat. I didn't really put it out there. I didn't really put it out there for the stream because at that time I felt that Ethereum was already consolidated. And what was the strategy, or why did I buy Ethereum at $700? Was just basically logical thinking. So if you were someone who was making bank in BTC, for example, you know that BTC is very costly to transfer at the moment because of all the hype. But when you look at the fees, it's crazy, right? The fees are insane. So what you want to do is to transfer from BTC to Ethereum and sell off your Ethereum. That's provided that your service provider, usually Gemini is the most popular. You can sell your Ethereum on Coinbase. You can go to Craigslist for OTC for people who are like peer-to-peer. There's localbitcoins.com. Yeah, so these are the alternatives because nobody wants to pay high fees. Like there was someone in the chat. There was someone in the chat who actually no, I don't hold TRX. So there was someone in the chat that actually sent 100 ringgit, and was charged 65 ringgit to have that transaction processed. I'm like, what's going on, Bitcoin? What is going on? Like it's I don't know, man. I just hope that there are going to be more alternatives. So once Coinbase opens up more coins next year, then there's going to be more alternatives, and there should be there should be more reason for you to be able to transfer from one coin to another, because right now I really feel that Bitcoin is going nowhere other than the price going up. But in terms of transaction, it's ridiculous. It's no longer for the regular people. If you have 50,000 and above, 100,000 and above, sure, you'll pay the fee, right? Because you've already made bank in a particular trade, or you've made bank throughout the year. You don't mind paying the high fee. But when you're talking about transferring amongst friends, I think that's crazy, man. Hey, Korean hotshot. No, I'm not going to speculate whether Quantum is going to be on Coinbase. I think you guys are mature enough and already understand where's my stand in terms of research and what kind of developments I'm looking at. So I think today in Geneva there's going to be a talk by Patrick Dye, but I'm not entirely sure why quantum is going up so aggressively, other than the airdrop that's happening. Perhaps there's other news that I don't really know. Well, I'm happy that quantum does go up, but you know, if it does, no, I'm not gonna say that it goes to Coinbase. I don't have that kind of information, man. But if it did, guys, we're gonna have really some kind of life-changing money, man. That's provided that you're really invested in quantum as much as I am, right? So maybe let me just share a little bit about my portfolio and how I think, right? I think portfolio allocation is very, very important. Always be willing to invest and be willing to stay invested, especially when times are bad. This is very, very important. Like right now, it's pure euphoria. For me, I do the opposite. I am happy for people. I'm very happy for people, but I'm also very cautious because this market is way too hot. Are we gonna hit 1 trillion in terms of market cap very, very soon? Like we were looking at 500B. Now we've already reached 500B. I think we are close to 600 billion in terms of market cap. I'm not entirely sure where this train is headed or when it's going to suffer a correction, which I honestly think it will. And I sincerely hope for people who have already had a very, very good run, who have enough money to clear some student loans or credit card debt that has been plaguing you and your family. I sincerely hope that you take that profit out from this very, very hot market and go and clear those debt, man. I'm not joking. Okay, so it's 615 billion. Wow. Okay, thank you so much for the update, guys. As you know, I'm having this mobile phone. I can't really see I can't really see the charts. I only can chat with you guys. So far, regulation wise, there does not seem to be anything significant. Everything is like a hockey stick graph, right? Hockey stick is basically like a J curve. It's parabolic. Everything is going insane. And what if you don't believe in your government? Very sensitive. Very sensitive. But even if you don't believe in your government, my question is, how can you effectively transact in cryptocurrencies in your country, right? Even if your government, well, you can't say that you don't pay bills, right? Because I mean, okay, if your country allows you to get away with such things, then okay, but why be a citizen that is always, looking over your shoulder because you're worried that one day, they happen to do a sweep, of those who have not paid and whatnot, and someone comes with a red letter to your house, to your door, right? I mean, in Singapore, I know where you're coming from, by the way. But in Singapore, we tend to be a little bit more law abiding. We don't play this kind of thing where we don't pay our bills and we just allow it to accumulate. We really care about having a good credit score and whatnot. But I understand if your country is kind of like it's very big and it's very hard to trace whether people pay or don't pay, then it's okay. I mean, I'm not pinpointing anything. I completely understand, right? Yeah. So this year has been a very, very good year for everyone. I think it's the very first year that we've experienced high volatility in the cryptocurrency markets. We will continue to see these kinds of market volatility going forward, and I'm very excited for 2018. Everybody's anticipating a crash. Now, for those who are anticipating a crash, are you taking the right steps for your portfolio, right? And locking in those profits. Now, a lot of people may say, hey, Ryan, if I lock in cash is not going to do me anything. And I completely understand. I really do. It's like, let's say, for example, you took out 5,000 from the market right now. Okay, let's say you took out you started with 10, you took out 5,000 for the market right now. That 5,000 is probably going to be spent, hopefully spent wisely, and it's probably you probably want to throw it back in, right? But let me just say one thing. When the markets are running hot, someone's always going to take profit on us. Someone is always going to take profit on us. The people who move the market are going to have to cash out as well. The only reason why certain cryptocurrencies are going to at least sustain in terms of price is because there is intrinsic value. That means whoever bought up, for example, Quantum, whoever bought up Cardano sees the value in the cryptocurrency at this point of time and does not worry about wanting to sell. That's when your wall is created. The price action will maintain the same. Now, here's my thoughts. Even if Quantum goes up to $100, I don't care, because I know that it will correct and there will be a point of consolidation. When that point of consolidation happens, that's when I decide whether I want to add more. Right now, I have not added anything. I have a heavy bag of Quantum. Everybody knows how big my bag was. That bag has doubled in terms of size, not because of value, but of course of size. So basically, I'm staking half of it and I'm keeping the rest in Ledger NOS. I don't have any intentions to do anything. So it's just a matter of, oh, am I lagging? Or is it good already? Has the stream recovered? Has the stream recovered? Hey, you guys can hear me? Okay, so it's a bit laggy. Yeah, it would. Okay, so guys, the stream will be a little bit laggy because I'm turning on the chat, and at the same time here the internet infrastructure is not too good, so just be a little bit more patient. I hope the quality is not affected too much. So okay, so as I was saying, right now I plan to basically accumulate rather than sell, because I want to stick to my own fundamentals, right? I want to stick to my own fundamentals. I know for the fact that that Quantum is meant to be much larger than where it is right now. The reason why I only speak about Quantum is that I can't. How big is your Ryan's Quantum bag? Okay, I can share the part that is public. So I did a video just to clarify a few things. I don't want to go into that already because people who know me. That video was my staking stack. So that's about 15,500 Quantum. So yeah, that was my public stack. I have my private stack. So that I will never reveal. I don't have to reveal. So that is the part where I did some clarification because I was accused of participating in Quantum at 30 cents. I did not. So that was the only reason why I made that video. You're most welcome, Carl Johnson. So yeah, multi-man, I completely agree. Quantum is way overbought. 15k Quantum tokens, my friend. Why would I buy 15,000 in terms of Quantum, right? So it's 15k Quantum tokens, 15,500 tokens. Yep. So that's the staking stack, because at that time the network weight was around 9 million. That was around 9 million. So you could roughly get 4 Quantum every day for my weight, but now it's struggling. I probably get a reward every 2-3 days now. So it's not fantastic, but it doesn't matter. I'm here to support the network, right? You're here to support the network. You're here to literally help the network grow, and you do your part. That's all I can say. You do your part. Don't worry, Piotr, right? I know that there are people around the world who are stepping into crypto, right? Because their currency isn't strong, or their economy, right, isn't strong, and it's very very challenging to really make money, because whatever you do, you may be a professional and whatnot, but it's challenging to earn money. And crypto is like, people are getting in, man. I think I saw one of the YouTubers I think in Tel Aviv. I think his name is, he's quite a popular YouTuber. So in Tel Aviv, there is a store, right, that people can use their, I'm sorry, I don't really know what's the currency, and then they pay to buy Bitcoin, right? They queue up and then they buy Bitcoin. I think that's so nice, right? Like there's a place of communion. Like in Singapore, I don't really see that. All of us, we just buy crypto, we just buy crypto on the exchange. There's no place for us to like come together and chat and talk, you know, and socialize. I think in New York there is that. In New York there is that. In New York there is that exchange, for people to come together and do an auction, and then they talk to each other, they chat, they converse, they network. I assume that in Singapore gradually there will be things like that. That's when you establish relationships. When would you buy quantum again? I would buy quantum only when it consolidates. Right now it's too hot. Right now it's too hot. Okay, here's my thing. I don't care if it goes back down to $25. I don't. I don't even care if it goes back down to $15. Okay? I don't care, because right now the market is just too hot. Okay, so why am I not taking profit? Because I already saw what it can do. I already know where they're headed. So to me, you must be thinking, why didn't I just buy during ICO? I didn't see that project during ICO, and at that time they didn't have the developments that they have now. The infrastructure wasn't there, guys. How can you go in heavy when you don't even know shit, right? Even if it was 30 cents at the ICO, I don't even know what that project does. Like okay, another smart. To me, if I had looked at quantum during ICO, I would just say, oh man, just looks like another Ethereum. Okay, cool. It's a hybrid feature. Maybe it can be big. I'll put $2,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confident, right? I'm not confident. So I could have put $2,000 in, or maybe $5,000 or whatever, but I don't feel confident because I know that they are not established yet. But once they're established, okay, just think of it from Mark Cuban's perspective. Okay, just think of it from Mark Cuban's perspective. Okay, if Mark Cuban is a billionaire, right? I'm sure he heard of Bitcoin way earlier than when he did, but he bought Bitcoin not too long ago. But when he bought at the high, people were laughing at him. Haha, you're buying at the high. But because billionaires, okay, now we're talking about billionaires, are willing to wait. They're willing to wait to see when they can have the best return. They know that it's the best deal, and then they go in. That is how I personally like to invest as well. When I know that there's something to invest in. So for example, if you are an early stage investor in a property, right, it's just the land. It's just the land. Think simple. It's just the land. The land is cheap in your country. No one has built anything. And then after maybe say, okay, so there's two kinds of lands, right? One, there's the land that hasn't been put up for approval for building. Another is the land that's already in the midst of already going to be developed. So that is when I notice everything. That is when you decide for yourself, oh, okay, does it have a permit to build? Okay, I'm not a builder or anything, so bear with me. So you buy the land, you have no intention to build anything, but could the land potentially appreciate? Sure. Now, if your land suddenly is picked up because a developer decides to want to build on it, that's when you make bank, right? Another thing is that perhaps you could buy maybe a plot of not a plot, but as in while the developer is building it, you can say, hey, the amenities around it is awesome, right? There's very good infrastructure around this potential building. Maybe it's a Soho or whatnot, and then after the next thing, it flies. That's also a potential way of investing, because you know that this developer is credible. This developer has a strong cash flow. It's reputable. And then from then, it's building a property around solid amenities. It has good transportation. There's shopping. There is a healthy flow of traffic, more or less. And also in terms of, like I said, when it comes to infrastructure, like is it easy to get from one place to another? So you consider, okay, I'll buy this plot of land, or I'll buy this during the pre-sale. That means when nothing is built on it, I'll go and buy it. So that's how you decide for yourself. And it may be more expensive than when it was just a piece of land. So it's the same thing, right? For people who entered Quantum during the ICO, they picked it up at 30 cents when there was nothing there. Could it have been something? Could it have been awesome? No one knows. So I didn't have the courage, or I didn't know about Quantum until August the 13th. So that's when I bought at $15.30. Everyone was laughing at me. Ha ha ha, you bought at the all-time high. So who's laughing now? Right? So this is just my analogy and my thoughts, how I invest, how I teach people how to invest as well. I mean, this is something that we all will have a chance to do during the premium group. Also, those who always diligently follow my stream, okay? They know, right? They know that I'm someone who is very willing to teach, you know, because guys, if I don't teach, who will, right? It's more about giving back, because when you make so much money in this space, you can give to charity, right? You can start a school. There's so many things you can do, right? So my job right now, and I've always known my role, okay? I've always known my role. My role is to basically help people be financially free. That was why I was a financial professional, because I thought that I would help people become financially free. But when I'm a banker, I can't really help people become financially free because they're already rich. You know, the reason why they can invest the amount that they invest in is because the money is doing nothing. So my role as a banker is just purely to help them grow their funds, because their funds is just stuck there. I mean, not say stuck, but it's sitting in the bank account doing nothing, right? Yeah. So what I'm just saying right now, is that we need more financial advisors in this space, or at least people who are professional financial advisors. The reason why I can step into this space very confidently, because I left the bank. If I was still in the bank, I can't be doing this, guys, because it's really against the rules, or at least, you know, no banker is gonna jeopardize their job, because banking pays very, very well. Okay, banking pays very, very well. So they're not gonna jump into this space, and then there's so much uncertainty. Like I said, I was already out of banking like 4 years already. So since I stepped out of banking 4 years already, I can confidently step into anything I want, you know, and I found this space and I said, hey, it's time to give back. So yeah, here I am. Okay, so let's see now. If you bought Quantum before October, you need to convert them to the new ones, search online. Yes. If you bought Quantum before the mainnet appeared, right, you have to go to Changely or something like that to convert. Hey, welcome Adventures in Bitcoin. Okay, so Ryan, you deserve a knighthood. I'm not in London, man. But I know that in knighthood is like quite, you know, it's quite nice. Like you go in front of the queen, and then after that she knights you. That is very nice, man. I mean, I love London. Like I said, I think this is a space that is going to be very hot for quite a number of years, and I'm only concerned about the projects that we are in. Okay. Arganas, if you were previously part of the group and then you left, you can rejoin, but yeah, the price is different already. The price has doubled. So the premium group price previously it was $100 when we first started. Now it's $200, because the value that we're giving people right now is it's like $1,000 per month, man. The reports, the kind of knowledge we have, the kind of talent we have, I think there's no other team that's bigger than our team right now in terms of in the crypto space. I can confidently say that, because most of the cryptocurrency the teams that are doing, you know, investing and signals and whatnot, they're usually a one-man or two-man show. I'm a 7-man show. Yeah. So we are here to pour out as much knowledge as we have. So if you were in last time and it was $100, now it's double. Thank you so much, Knee Angry and Poof. You know, I started out this way, right? I started out with Ethereum Classic. I started out with the Litecoin calls. That's how the channel got popular, right? My top altcoin picks videos were the hot topic at that time. At that time, it was like 10,000 views in like whatnot. Now I'm an old man already. Now I'm no longer the hot commodity. Now my views are like like 1,000, 2,000 views. But it's all good, you know. I'd rather not have so much of the limelight. I'd rather be focused on the community. I'd rather be focused on, because when you have so many views, right, you tend to get a little bit too you tend to get a little bit cocky in that sense, because wow, you have so many views, right? But I realized that what's the point of views? Can views be converted to cash? No, man. Do you know that the one with the 40,000 views, right? You know how much I got paid for that? I think that was like maybe $100, maybe less than $100. I'm like, what? That was like, you know, I mean at that time I didn't care too much about the views. I really didn't, because I don't read analytics, guys. I have my team who will actually look at the analytics. I don't really care. I know my target audience. I know the age group of my target audience. So my target audience is the age group between 25 to 35 and 35 to 45. That's the sweet spot. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, it's a Com des Garcons. See, this little heart is so cute. See, so cute. So I know that for the fact that the millennials are looking for an opportunity to really create life-changing income. I really know that. So that's why next year I'm going to start the Grindonomics episodes once again. I am definitely wanting to provide as many ideas as possible so that, you know, people can start becoming entrepreneurs. Although I have only Crypto Grinders Private Limited at the moment, but I would say that it's a fun journey. We are a company that is growing from strength to strength. That's very, very important. And we wanna actually build and build with people, you know. So those who are actually planning to graduate from school, especially, right, or they are planning to have a career switch. They've been in their job for way too long. Okay, how are they gonna break free from their current 9 to 5? They've had a great idea, but they fail to execute. Why? Because maybe they don't have the time to get the skill sets to execute their plan. So if you delay your execution, what would happen is that you will continue to be in your job, right? And then when you continue to be in your job, you tend to like just procrastinate, and a great idea will never ever fly until action is taken. Remember that. A great idea will never fly until you take action, right? So a lot of people will always like to share their great idea and whatnot, but they don't execute. And that's the part where I feel very sad, because I have people sharing about their plan to leave their job all the time, right? And then people tend to argue and say, hey, you know what, I've always wanted to do this, or they comment, I've always wanted to do this, I've always wanted to do that. Then I ask them, how long have you had this plan? Oh, I thought about it 2 years ago, you know. Then I said, so why didn't you get down to doing anything about it? Oh, my job, my wife, my husband, my kids, I don't have to think about it, you know. I'm scared, you know, I'm scared to fail. I don't have the capital at the moment. And I realized that human beings, including myself, we give ourselves a lot of excuses, man. We give ourselves a lot of excuses. And when we give ourselves so much excuses, that's when we don't do jack. We will always be in this hamster wheel, right? That's the hamster wheel of excuses, right? Because you procrastinate. You don't want to step out because you are the barrier. You are the one that prevented yourself from that success. And that's the part that I feel the most sad. Like, I feel very, very sad because I know that there are people who are limiting themselves, right? And I feel very, very frustrated, and I can't help these people because they don't want to open up, in a sense that not they don't want to open up to me, but it's in they don't want to open up to themselves. They are limiting, right? It's a limiting belief, you know. And when you limit yourself, no one can, guys, no one can stop you except for yourself. You know, my wife, right? My wife, she is supportive, but she's also very cautious. She's someone who will always pull me back. Hey, Ryan, are you moving too quickly? You know, Ryan, are you moving too quickly? Do you think we need to think about it? Blah, blah, blah. And one thing good about her is that she helps me to reflect. That's the good thing about having a soulmate. You know, my wife is my soulmate. So she helps me reflect because I'm just the charger, right? So when I charge ahead, sometimes I don't really think the strategies through. And when I don't think the strategies through, I do lose money. I also tend to waste time, or I tend to find the wrong partners. It has happened. So thankfully, Crypto Grinders was started in May, right? We started Crypto Grinders in May, and then I gradually grew the team. And yeah, it's not easy to find the right people for a business, right? And when you gradually find the right people, your whole business will take off like literally like a skyrocket. And must always remember that you're looking towards scaling. If you fail to scale, you will always be the only one you'll be the only one working, right? And that's called it's employment, right? But you're a slave to your own business. Don't be a slave to your own business. Like, you can, like, now if we are working, we can say that we are a slave to the company, right? Because the company is paying us a salary. When you're self-employed, you pay yourself a salary. You go out there and you still do whatever you need to do, right? Because if you're a business, you have to go and hunt for sales. You need to go and build clients. Okay, these are the things you need to build a client base, right? No one knows who the heck you are, and you have to go and build that relationship over and over again during lunches, networking opportunities, and whatnot. You just do all this kind of stuff, and eventually, right, you hit enough traction that you will literally see your business just grow, right? So what's the benefit of joining the premium group? Now, the benefit of joining the premium group is very simple. It's a closed group environment for only 200 people, right? So when we are able to communicate, we can communicate so much faster. Okay, that's one. We will give 4 webinars. So that means every week we have 4 webinars, and these 4 webinars are talking about investment strategies, trading strategies, certain coins, right? And it's usually more focused compared to these videos, right? These videos are fun, right? But in the group, it's more focused. So investing, trading, news, we have community signals where, for example, if let's say there's someone within the community that has a very great intuition tip-off or trading setup, they are able to post it there. That's also one. Our CG setups are coming out from our own, where we provide the setups, right? So we have a mixture of conservative and aggressive. So because another just to answer your question, what's the benefit? Because I charge for private consultation, but not everybody can afford private consultation. So a paid group or a premium group allows people to learn in a group environment, right? So it's more affordable for everybody, and it's for a month. people need to pay me by the hour, right? And usually I don't turn people down. I can accept students, which I have. I've accepted, but most of the people who approach me usually are high net worth investors, meaning that their portfolios are at least minimum high 5 figures to 6 figures, because I don't come cheap, guys. So, but for me to want to impart knowledge effectively, usually it will be, I want to do a group, and I keep the group very small. So maximum 200. If it's very overwhelming, max 300. I will never cross that number. No matter how well we do, it will always be around there. Student giveaway, nice try, bro. See, the reason why I don't do giveaways, if you notice why I don't do giveaways, when I started out, I never expected anything. I never asked for help, not because I don't want to, but I told myself that if I always ask for help, I always ask for handouts. So you do notice that there are people always putting out their address, please give me money and whatnot. If it's genuine, like it's out of desperation, okay, no problem. But if you can work, you have 2 hands, 2 feet, you have eye, you basically can see, you can think properly, you're perfectly fine. Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working to get yourself to a certain stage in your life? Why are you asking for handouts, right? It's not wrong to ask for handouts, but I noticed that students, now listen up, okay, you youngsters, you can afford to buy sneakers, Nike sneakers, streetwear, but you need a handout from solid value like what we give. I kind of don't feel the link here. You know what I'm saying? Your sneakers are not going to give you money, man. Your sneakers, your $100, $200 Nike sneakers, your Air Jordans and whatnot you youngsters wear, right? They're not gonna give you knowledge to 5x and 10x, man. But it does look cool, I understand. Like, hey, what's up, man? Whoa, look at those cool sneakers, bro. Those pumped up kicks, bro. Looking good, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like don't get it when I charge 200 USD for solid knowledge with my solid team, and so I don't give outs for that very reason, right? So just saying. And also why I don't give money out, like you know, a lot of YouTubers, especially the ones on the BitConnect, they give out money. It's because that's the only way that they can attract people, right? That's the only way that they can attract people. So I completely understand the marketing. Okay, I completely understand the marketing, but because I was from I did a little bit of internet marketing for a while, and the only way to drive people to your content is to throw money. When you keep throwing money, right, that is one of the best ways to attract people. That is really one of the most attractive ways to attract people. If I was giving money every time during my stream, I tell you my subs will skyrocket. But I realized, what kind of subscribers will I be getting? Am I getting subscribers who are asking for handouts, or am I building a subscriber base that is willing to learn, right? They are willing to execute. That's my objective. I give you the knowledge to go and fish, and you go and execute. You learn to take the risk, you learn to take the responsibility, and that's how you grow. If I was to spoon feed you every single piece of information, right, then obviously there's no way that you're going to learn, right? So this is one thing. But yes, James Hernandez, charity for sure. Because charity, these are people, or these are children who cannot help themselves. This is one thing. They are currently limited by that place. So I realized that orphanages and whatnot, they want to help these children reintegrate into society. And I'm also very cautious about the charity that I represent. So I am going to research on that, because you know, when you talk about charity, right? When you talk about charity, right? Don't forget that when you give to a charity organization, there is there is a chance that that organization may be taking it for themselves and not really fully utilizing it for the children or the people who are disabled or the elderly and whatnot. And that is the part that pisses me off the most. That is the part that is the most scary. Wait, let me try to catch some questions, guys. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Jivo, even if you had 5K and you're coming in to learn, that's fine. If you're coming in to learn, that's fine. Because the reason why we set from 5K to 10K was because we had a lot of speculators, a lot of gamblers. So let me just be very upfront. In July, when we started the group, because my signals were so spot on, right? People wanted to get rich very quickly. So the moment my very first signal came in, they whacked the whole 5,000 in. And we clearly put 10 to 15% of your stack. So meaning that if you came in with 5,000, you are going to use $500 for the trade. But they whacked the whole 5K in. And then after that, what happened? It got stuck because we had the July correction from China, right? So we were kind of like, we were blamed when we clearly put out the guideline. Don't forget, guys, I'm someone who does the FNAs for my clients and all that. I always recommend diversification, and even if you were a kick-ass trader, and if you are already a kick-ass trader, you will know what I mean, that you will never over leverage. You will always have enough in the bankroll to take the hit. So these people came in with 5K, 2K, 3K, which of course when we clearly put the guideline, they still signed up. And then what happened is that they entered full on and then they took a hit. No, it's not that I don't it's not about being serious. I am serious, right? I am serious because this is reputational risk. Because people will go and say, hey, we delivered crappy signals. When actually we didn't deliver crappy signals. You went all in and you didn't have the liquidity. It's a big difference, and they love to blame. So I'm more about someone who cares about the company. I mean, I don't care about what people say, but I care about my team, right? Because my team is now representing my company, right? And if people can't see that, right, that is the part where people get hurt. And when people get hurt, they talk a lot of crap. And so I've always been very cautious. Until now, we are always very, very cautious. Like, we put all the respective guidelines there to make sure that you don't over leverage. And if you step the border, hope that you have the decency to man up and say, hey, I was the one that got greedy. I didn't take profit when I should. I didn't cut loss when I should. I went all in when I was advised to do 10-15%. I went all in. That's all. Okay, so Felix Nedulku. Ryan, can you explain the difference between having a long-term portfolio with 5 to 6 main cryptos and having a long-term portfolio with 10 plus small equal crypto positions? Okay, now to answer this question, right, why would you want 10 plus small cryptocurrencies, right? The reason why you even can diversify into 10 is because I would assume that you are pretty loaded. Because for me, I invest in 5 to 6. In fact, I would like to cut it down to 5. Because I will know and I can follow the news of these 5 cryptocurrencies very diligently. And I don't care much about whatever that's happening out there. I focus only on my portfolio. I focus only on accumulation. I focus only on their development. That is how I invest. And in fact, when you invest in 10, you're being very experimental. Do you know how to play roulette? Yeah, when you invest in 10, it's like you're playing roulette, right? You have a 1 out of 30, is it 36? I don't play roulette. So those who play roulette, let me know. Is it 36 numbers or something like that? So you have basically a 36, you have 1 out of 36 chance to, you know, kind of make a 36x on that bet. But you're obviously going to buy like 10 numbers or half of the board, right? So you're practically losing like half of the time. What if that number doesn't hit, right? So I would rather be very sure about the 5 that I invested in than having 10 that I only know mediocre about. I hope that answers your question. What do you think of Stellar and Substratum? I have not, Ruben, I have not been following Stellar, and yes, I think Substratum has kind of had some traction lately. Apparently it's a decentralized web, right? Yes. So I am gonna probably be looking at it because I'm not sure, as in like at this point of time, are we ready for a decentralized app? But yeah. Which is the next quantum to you, Ryan? Well, Ali, funny that you say that. The next quantum was actually Cardano. But Cardano has already hit a market cap of 12 to 13 billion last I checked. So apparently it ran too hot, too quickly. Yeah, so that was initially my next plan to actually invest more into Cardano. But I did invest in Cardano, of course, but I didn't invest as much as I would like. But never mind, it's always just about, you know, giving back. Like if you guys jumped in on my Cardano call when it was 11 cents, now I think it's 47 cents or 50 cents. Congratulations. We don't gamble in this group. Ryan, how should we know? Rick, it's your personal mentality, right? It's your personal mentality. When we gave guidelines, okay, when we give guidelines, if you don't follow and you over leverage, right? You know, when you don't know, you need to know your own financial situation. That is why during private consultation, I always have a one-to-one, very detailed structure of what needs to be done. You need to go and identify that, right? And from then, in a group environment, we do discuss all these things as well. That's why the premium group was created. You need some sleep, bro. My friend, I'm 35 years old, man. And also, this is not a makeup YouTube channel, right? It is about investing in cryptocurrencies. It's also about providing value in investing and trading. I know I don't look as handsome, you know, because, you know, I don't put makeup on and whatnot, and neither do I really bother to style my hair, but it's about the talk. It's about the talk. And I get a lot of sleep, guys. Don't get me wrong, I get a lot of sleep. Okay, beauty grinders. That would probably be quite an epic fail, bro. Really, the name doesn't go very well. Beauty grinders, like no way, man. Or no, you can't have crypto. You know, crypto means secret, right? So yeah, yeah, no, forget it, man. It just doesn't come together, man. Exactly, man. Patron R, you know me, man. You've watched enough streams. This is my slap face. I just woke up, guys. Hey, what's up, Adventures in Bitcoin? Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it, man. You guys are nice. Okay, so have you seen crypto wrap-ups? Oh yeah, I've seen. In fact, there is a guy called Vandal. Vandal is someone who actually created a rap on crypto, and he did give me a mention. So his name is Vandal. Vandal, you can find. I think you can VANDAL. Yeah, he created. He was in our group quite a while back, and then basically he's pursuing his music. I think his music career, and he did a rap. I think it's pretty cool. You know, there's a culture, guys. See, crypto is a culture, man. Can you imagine people doing music about crypto? So that's when you know it's starting to move towards mainstream. What languages is predominantly spoken in Singapore? I am curious. So we speak Mandarin, English, Bahasa Melayu or Malay. We have, of course, our Indian community. So sorry, I think probably it's Hindi, right? So and then of course there are the dialects. So I don't speak any dialects. I speak English and Mandarin, but my Mandarin is like, so. I make crypto art. Oh, nice, man. Wow, crypto art. No, I don't know, man. I wish I knew 5 languages. That would be like so awesome. Singaporeans speak Singlish. That's right, man. Singaporeans speak Singlish. I do not know how to define Singlish. So we have these little words like la, le, lo, it's quite cute. So if you're here, you will notice that the Singaporeans will speak in this manner, with the la, le, lo. What do you plan to do? Come on, leh, come on la, that kind of thing. Come on la, like it's like what the, it's like the WTF equivalent, like come on la, like you're BSing me, that kind of thing. Suppose you have okay, now we have a question. Suppose you have only $1,000. What and how many coins in portfolio? Your 5K Binance start over 2018 video. Wow, what this? Okay, this question is a bit off. Suppose you have $1,000. What and how many coins in portfolio follow your 5K? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so Paul Doe. Okay, so if you have 1K, what will you do? I would do the exact same thing, man. I would look at 2 coins and stay invested in those 2 coins, because 1K is not enough in this market. Okay, for now. I'm not smashing you because you have 1K, but I'm just saying 1K is not enough, and people will start finding all the random shit cryptos, right? 1K, for example, right now can buy you 1 Ethereum and maybe a little bit of Litecoin. Just giving you an example. But doesn't mean that you get discouraged, because Litecoin and Ethereum can only go upwards, especially with the current shit Bitcoin network congestion situation. So you can start from there. Grow your stack to 5x first, then you start getting experimental. Now, Paul, this goes out to you. Please don't fuck up my advice and start buying some shit coin and think that you're gonna 5x on that. You could, but if you get taken out by a pump and dump, I would strongly suggest you don't watch my stream anymore, because that's not how I advocate shit. But thanks for the question. So Zach Young, hey Ryan, thanks for the mention in your video to the yes, that's right, Zach, that's right. So Zach is basically he emailed me. So if you don't mind me sharing, Zach. So Zach Young is basically he's studying in Singapore, and he was very kind. His email was very cute. So I think it's quite okay to share, right? So he says, I'm usually a lurker in your channel, but because of your advice, I have basically been able to pay for my next 2 years in university. See? So that's Zach's comment to me, and I'm very happy, and I appreciate these kind of emails more than the money I make, guys. I'll be very honest with you, because when you come to a certain stage, you only care about making sure that you leave behind a legacy. If I was rich on my own and one day I died, no one would give a fuck about me because I didn't help anyone else. Pretty standard, right? You don't help anyone else, don't expect people to remember you. Simple as that. What's up, Chris Cass? What's up, man? What do you think of Bofa? Bofa sounds like sofa, but with a B. No, honestly, I don't know what is Bofa, man. I really don't know what is Bofa. Send me some quantums. Not happening, bro. Is your gas pipe leaking? I wonder why are people saying that. Why are you saying that, man? Why are you saying that the gas pipe is leaking? I don't get it. Is there a gas kind of sound? Sam Chan, can I join after? Sure, you can always join after January, man. We are here all the time, man. We are here all the time. Should I take some quantum profits or hodl? Chris, very tricky question. If you already made bank, right? Okay, how about this, Chris? Take out your initial capital. How about this? Take out your initial capital and let the profits ride on the market. We've already made, okay, so it depends on when you're in, right? If you're in at $13 to $15, you have already have 200% profit on top. So take out your initial capital and write the profits. Why not? Do you think BCH will ever overtake Bitcoin due to the fact that BTC is no longer really serving its purpose? From a transactional point of view, it has to, because unless Lightning Network solves the problem. I disagree that F and LTC can only go up from here. Whole bubble will pop soon. Sure. Completely believe that, man. We are in a bubble, man. That's right, Paul. Don't spread yourself too thin, my brother. You can come in with $100, do the exact same thing, focus fire. I advised a friend of mine who was earning $800 a month, right? Barely even able to feed himself. But I told him that every month, if you can just put in $50 into Litecoin and Bitcoin and Ethereum, just whichever, he can choose whichever he wants. And that was beginning of the year. So his financial situation has improved, but of course from a job standpoint it's still hard, right? Because the economy is still not doing too well, and having a job is difficult. So he's in his 40s, and it's not easy to get somehow it's not easy to get a full-time job. And cars are expensive, right? And usually Grab or Uber, you have to rent the car. So yeah, that's one thing. So I mean, I'm just saying that the strategy works, the dollar cost averaging strategy. So just buy every Friday or whatever, whenever you get your paycheck. You know, I guess you guys get your pay weekly, I assume. So if you get your pay weekly, with discipline, put some money into a solid cryptocurrency. When I mean solid, because, okay, why do I say solid? The word solid is not because it rose 500% in 2 days. That does not matter. When I mean solid, means that it's here to stay. And when it's here to stay, your $50, $100 that you contribute every week is going to grow in the next 5 years to 10 years, because you didn't waste your time putting money in. Okay? Most welcome, Josh. Josh has made 300% returns on his portfolio. You're most welcome, man. You have dropped out, Ryan. Oops. Okay, am I alive? Miss you, Ryan. Probably the white noise. Okay. Sorry, man. I can't clear the white noise because this is obviously a Huawei mic. You know, it's not like the usual mic with the muffler. I mean that little soft thing. Tapping sound on screen. Oh, okay. Hey Javier, thank you so much. Yes. I appreciate, I find it very comfy when I see couples watching my stream and they're learning together. I would really love for my wife to also sit down beside me and listen to my talks, but usually she's asleep. Usually she's taking care of baby Haley, But it's okay. I will be the one bringing in the bacon, so it's all right. But my wife, of course, she's very into crypto now. We talk about it. She says, Ryan, you idiot, why didn't you tell me about quantum? I said, I did, darling. I did tell you, but it was a bit too high at that time. And she wanted to invest. And I told her no. I told her, darling, it's a little bit too high now. $20 is a bit too high. I'm worried that it will fall to 15. And then she said, okay, dear. She wanted to put some money with me. So I said no. I denied her, guys. Isn't she nah, could blame, man. No, she's not standing beside me. She's asleep, man. Ryan, what's your opinion on Stellar Lumens? I am not looking at Stellar Lumens at the moment because I think Stellar is, I think Stellar can do very well. Like at that time, you know, I mean, Stellar was doing very well at the time, right? That was when I gave the call along. Charles, you still remember when we gave the call for Stellar Lumens, Ardor, and I think Ardor and Augur, and they all went down to shit in July? Yeah. And then from then on, I didn't talk about Stellar Lumens anymore. I talked about Stellar Lumens and Ripple back in the day. I still remember vividly. I said that in September, June, July, August, September, October, right, will be the month when the banks come back because after the holidays. Wow, that was way off, man. Way off. That was the call that was way off. So I mentioned that you all may not like Ripple, but I see for the fact that Ripple is more of, like I said, a banking crypto. But if it but now I'm being more open-minded that if banks are gonna just fully utilize it, just invest, right? Just invest. But Ripple has kind of recovered. I think so, because there were people who bought Ripple at the high. I think 21,000 satoshis, 22,000 satoshis. I mentioned to stay off Ripple at that time when it went parabolic. Same thing now with Quantum. Same thing now with Cardano. When everything is parabolic and is not making sense and continuing to go up, I hope that people can stay patient. Be patient and wait. Let your money be able to be optimized. When your money is able to be optimized, you are able to enter with at least with better confidence than you are now. You're able to sleep better, because if you enter at the all-time high and it drops 40%, your heart is not able to take it, because unless you are in this space, like as long as there are certain people in this group that has been with me ever since the beginning when I started the channel. They have the balls of steel now, and they have very strong hands. But if you're new, you're watching, and you jump into this space, you buy at the all-time high and it drops 40%, and that is maybe your savings, okay, you will be so emotional that you don't know whether to cut loss, whether to hodl, you know, because you're taking advice from people on YouTube. Yeah, so try to think that through a little bit and then make a decision for yourself. What do you think of Rye blocks? Charles, do me a favor, bro. Check out this Rye blocks. I've seen this mentioned quite a few times. And by the way, Charles is our lead researcher. This guy, he gives very, very solid reports. And at the same time also, he is someone who does technical analysis as well. Very proud to have him on our team. He has been headhunted a few times by other research groups, but he decided to join us. Love you, Charles. Say the word Tabanak and I give you a $5 donation. What is this? Tabanak? Say the word Tabanak. Is it like some kind of dirty word? ICX will be $4 very quickly. ICX. I wonder what is ICX, man. Did he talk about Icon? Yes, your mic is muted. No shit. Hello? Hello? Is my... No, there's no way that my mic could be muted. Hello, guys. Okay. Josh Chunwei. If I have $300 to spare every month, is it correct to say that I should put them in ETH, LTC as they are here to stay, or should I put them in Quantum? Now, Josh, firstly, Quantum is very new in terms of a blockchain technology, right? And you are diligently having this $300. I would say that the best bet is to go with the flow of the masses, which is to focus on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, because they will always have the heaviest volume. Now, obviously, if you have some speculative money and you have done your research on Quantum and you know that what they are here to do and they are meeting their objectives, you can invest in Quantum. But always do your due diligence first, and never ever just step in just because some YouTuber says so. And that goes for me as well. Oh, it's a French-Canadian swear. You pieces of shit. And you're only giving me like 5. $5. Why you ignore me? I just wanted your opinion. Sorry, dude, I only can see 4 lines at any one time. No one is ignoring you, man. Okay, you believe your mic was muted? No, man, I didn't believe my mic was muted. I was just reading the chat. Been watching your videos for months now. Really like your mindset and the way the way you relay the information back to us. Just want to show my appreciation and say keep up the good work. Thanks so much, Nick Cooper. Thank you so much, man. Kyber went with the market. I don't think it is overvalued in comparison to the others. Yes, Kyber Network. Oh wow. Okay, Kyber. I kind of forgot about Kyber Network. Yes, Kyber Network is probably going to be one of those coins that I can confidently say will do pretty well in 2018. Yes, I have Kyber Network. If you see my mini portfolio, I have 898 Kybers. Will I be adding more? Yes, I will. I will also buy late because I want to see the infrastructure up first, then I will buy. Now, do not go and buy first, and then after that they fail to deliver, and then after that it tanks. So not now. Like wait for their infrastructure to be up and running. They have established their liquidity providers because they are freaking exchange, right? So exchanges need liquidity providers. Are they going to be licensed? Are they going to stand in the unlicensed realm? Are they going to be having any regulatory issues going forward? I don't know. So have to wait. Oops, shit, I think we dropped out of stream. Hello, yeah, I dropped out of stream. Okay. Do you think, okay, oh wow, there's 2 questions. Okay, I have learned a fair bit from you. I have a couple of questions for you. Do you know how the UBTC claim will work when staking on a Raspberry Pi? You are supposed to be, okay, I don't entirely use a Raspberry Pi because of the command line. I use a separate desktop, so I'm running it on Windows. So basically that desktop is solely for staking, and it doesn't download any emails and whatnot, and it's by itself. So you are supposed to sign and verify your address, and then once you have signed and verified your addresses that have quantum, they will airdrop the UBTC to you. That's what, as far as I understand, but I'm not sure how is it done on the Raspberry Pi. What is the best country to do crypto for a living? My friend, as long as you're not criminalized in your country for buying Bitcoin, it's safe for you to transact and do business in Bitcoin. You can have a cryptocurrency business, or at least you can accept cryptocurrencies and you are easily able to convert back and forth to fiat. That's already good enough. You don't have to come to another country. Now, I know that there are some countries who criminalize mining, who criminalize you buying Bitcoin or trading cryptocurrencies. I've heard these stories and these news, but I cannot validate. I only read them. So if you're in those countries, then you have to be careful. Or if really the rules are such, be very careful, because I know governments can be really shitty. So just be careful. Do you think Ethereum will pull back? I've been waiting for a turn in the market to take some profits and place some more buy orders. What are your thoughts? So in terms of Ethereum, right, I have not really seen the charts as much as I would like to. I did see the charts yesterday, but I think I didn't cover Ethereum. Ethereum, I would say that if we fall back down to 500, that will be pretty solid. That will be a solid buy for me, because that will be a good pullback though. From currently 800 to 500, that's a $300 drop. So yeah, 500 would be nice. 600 would be nice as well. Okay, oh yes. Sorry Ryan, got the wrong impression. That's right, you did, bro. Do you know anything about Denta coin? Is it worth on hodl? Okay, Denta coin, in just listening to the name, it sounds like a dental coin, meaning that it's for something to do with the dental industry. I would not comment too quickly, but I would want to know what are they doing with the data, right? Because if you want to put something on the blockchain, so from a dental perspective, right, Is it because you have patient data that you want to store onto the blockchain? What is the problem that they're trying to solve with this Denta coin? More often than not, I would assume that most companies are raising money via the ICO space. And when you're investing in ICO, you are not an equity holder, meaning that you have no shares in the company. There's no entitlement or obligation to deliver anything to you. You are helping them because you believe in the project. So I do not know exactly what Denta coin does. Like for example, we did an interview with MediBlock. That makes more sense because they're catering to the medical industry, because they want to be able to provide secure data and also secure data, medical data data management. Also, as a patient, apparently sometimes your data is being sold to pharmaceutical companies and whatnot, or medical research companies without your consent. So if MediBlock pulls it off, I, as a patient, I can actually earn from selling my own data to a research company that when I fit their criteria, I can sell it off, I earn Medi tokens. See, that kind of makes more sense because it's for the whole industry. Now, is Denta coin for the whole dental industry? Then okay. What kind of infrastructure? What is the team doing? So I'm telling you now, how do I assess things? So is this team continuously expanding? How many countries are they functioning at the moment? What kind of software are they using to help you as the Denta coin holder interact with the blockchain system? Are they on POS? Are they on proof of work? Are they some kind of consensus algorithm? Does it allow you to vote? How are you incentivized in the long run when the company is making money, right? Think of all these things and then you get back to me. Still staying in on Quantum after breaking $50, Ryan. Ben, I'm here to stay until like kingdom come, because Quantum is $100 coin. It's not a $50 coin. It's not a $30 coin. It's a $100 coin at least. At least. Okay, I'm very clear on this. It's a $100 coin at least. How long before the inflow of capital into cryptos destroys the banks? Bro, no one is going to destroy the banks, bro. Look, if we don't work with the banks, we will have a hard time. Stop trying to destroy the banks. They want in. The whole idea is when crypto works together, they will want to come to our system. We benefit also, right? You want to destroy the banks is very difficult. They are so wealthy, right? It's very difficult to destroy the banks. People need banks. They know that if they choke off your fiat supply, how are you going to buy food? How are you going to buy food? Don't try to destroy the banks. Try to work towards working with them. Think big, think big. It's not about look, I left the banks, by the way. Okay, I left the banks. I'm here in this space. I'm here with you all. But I'm trying to make you all see that it's not about destroying the banks. It's about working together, finding a way that everybody makes money, right? And if everybody makes money, all the fiat is coming into crypto. Everybody is going to make money, man. They want to have a way to transact. They want to get a cut of this lovely crypto space, right? I mean, obviously they have been rich long enough. Personally, as an individual, I would say, like, fuck you, bank. Like, you've been making money off people who have been putting their money in the bank for so long, giving us minimal interest, and then you have been making money from the float. I get it. I really get it from an individual perspective, but from a corporate perspective, if you don't work with the banks, right, regulations will, and you don't have a way to bridge this traditional finance and the crypto world, we will always be struggling. Okay, we will always be struggling. It will always be like a OTC market, for example, where people are charging 10%, 15% on top for a Bitcoin. You want to buy that? You want to do that? Do you want to buy 15% on top of a Bitcoin, or when you sell, you get 15% less? Do you want to do that? No, right? So that's when the banks work with us. Imagine next time you walking into a bank. Crypto is one of the currencies. You made money in crypto. They are willing to accept crypto. They take a small fee. You get it into your bank account. You draw your fiat. You can go and buy whatever you want, right? Because who knows when crypto will be mass adopted? Nobody knows. Alrighty then. So this guy, Sudhir Gangal, talk my name please sir, talk my name. Say my name, say my name. Hey, what's up with you guys, man? Like, you guys always want me to say your name, man. Oh man. Okay, yeah. Ryan check quantum, blah blah blah. Okay, so quantum is what is quantum doing now? What's quantum doing now, guys? I can't see shit. My battery is dying. Where is your Yankees hat, Ryan? Oh, it's at home. I didn't bring my Yankees hat. OMG is looking good. Oh, what the heck? Brooke, are you saying that quantum is $55? Okay. Good job, guys. You know, congratulations. Look, man, okay. Remember what Neo did a long time ago? Neo did, I think, $60, $70, and then after that it corrected to $30, right? It went by half. So, I don't know, like, could it last? I want to wait for a consolidation. I ain't doing anything. I hope that you guys don't do anything. Like, just, you know, you should. I've been shilling quantum for like August until now, right? So you would have had enough chance to buy, right? So I hope that you guys don't go crazy and go and buy quantum at 55, and then after that we have to do a consoling stream where, you know, oh, you know, you bought at 55, I bought it at all-time high, and then it corrects down to $30. Then you're like, oh, you know, I'm stuck. Come on, man, don't do this to yourself, man. I've been shilling this like the longest time, man. Like ever since like $13, $15 I've been shilling it. When it was $9 I asked you to buy, $10 I asked you to buy, and now that when it's $55, don't buy it, man. But anyway, I love you guys. My battery is dying. I cannot continue the stream anymore. I'm hopeful that I'll be able to come back tomorrow, and yeah, take care, my friends, and hopefully the internet is solid. And if I come to Kuala Lumpur, you know, the internet will be that much better. Right now I'm in this small little town. I'm gonna see some cows today. See you guys. Have a good day.